Yeah, hi. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your very late, very out of date WWE Crown Jewel 2024 review. I just been very busy. Life got in the way to be able to do all these videos. I'm catching up. It also is election day, so right after this, I will also film a Raw review. All these videos that I'm missing with like NXT and AEW, they can honestly wait another time. So we'll focus on those. Um, but yeah, big things are happening. Very busy times, especially with election day coming up, and also it was just Halloween weekend, and lots of stuff. The holidays are also upon us after all. So yeah. Regardless, let's talk about Crown Jewel right now because I didn't get to talk about Crown Jewel. I would have loved to talk about Crown Jewel, but just I had other things to talk about. Plus, I was just like, fuck it. I was planning, like, before Crown Jewel to catch up with all the videos that I missed. I guess that will have to wait, because let's be honest, Crown Jewel kind of matters more than that, right? But we'll focus. Let's do whatever. But anyways, Crown Jewel. Crown Jewel was honestly one of the most boring pay-per-views I have seen in my lifetime, and a pay-per-view that I completely did not care for. I did not care for it. One of the reasons is because the main premise about Crown Jewel was this Crown Jewel Championship garbage. Crown Jewel does not mean nothing anymore, sadly. You know how people complain about the Saudi pay-per-views like years ago, how it started, and now it completely lives up to the truth. Because before, I did not have no problem with the Saudi pay-per-views. I had no problem when they'd be doing Saudi shows. I had no problem with that. Because before, at least, in a weird sense, they were still somewhat of, not only as a spectacle, but they were actually doing shows where it was not just about being, this is going to be a show for just the Saudis. They were having storylines actually transpire on the show to translate onto like Raws and SmackDowns. So it's not like, they were necessarily being a house show really, or glorified house show for just the Saudis. So that's something I will say about the, WWE with their Saudi shows back then. Now, unfortunately, they have ruined the prestige of at least the growing idea that they were starting to make people care about these Saudi shows. And they sadly ruined this Saudi show. They ruined Crown Jewel. Crown Jewel, obviously with a pay-per-view like that, that could have easily been an easy name that they could have replaced King of the Ring, because they're doing Queen Rings now. They're doing Queen of the Rings now. That could have been a perfect mutual setting name. That could have been a perfect mutual name for, both genders to have their King and Queen of the Ring matches, right? But if they're just gonna bring back King of the Ring, which I hate that they're adding Queen in the name, but whatever, they should do something for Crown Jewel. Like, what is the purpose of Crown Jewel? Sadly, well, they could easily, again, they could just present it as like a royal pay-per-view, or heck, they could have just present it as like a Night of Champions even. Like, why not? Why not present the pay-per-view as like Night of Champions at least? Something like that. Or, what I would have done, if you want ideas, first of all, the fact that they did Gunther versus Cody, my honest opinion, the titles should have been unified, okay? I would have liked it better, and I would have cared more if, again, and I know people be like, why would you want the titles combined again after they just, separated titles again or whatever? There's two separate world champions again. Here's the thing. The reason why I'm all for the idea of only have one world champion is because, again, you're going on Netflix. Netflix, you're going to need much as the stars as possible for both shows. So it makes sense if you're going to be on a show like if you're going to have something like Netflix going on with Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown on the USA Network, where, let's be honest, doesn't have a lot of people watching, sadly, as it did in Fox, you need as much of star power as possible to be on both shows. That's why this show is perfect. That if you combine the titles, then everything will be fine. I don't like they separate the tag titles also. I just thought that was so stupid. But at least if you combine all the titles, the women's titles, the world titles, the tag titles, things would be so much better. And then not only it also allows, it makes the champion look better. It makes the one sole champion look good. It helps, I guess, at least make them feel important. You know, those titles feel more important if anything. But for some reason they're not gonna do that. Whatever. What would have been a good idea is like, how about this? They could easily have done a Legends Championship, a championship where legends like Goldberg could come back and whatever. It has been announced that, and I will do a separate video eventually, that Goldberg is officially retiring. All the Smarks are like happy, but they're sad that he's coming back for just one more match. It was announced during this show, though, that Goldberg's retiring, blah, blah, blah. So him and John Cena will be retiring the same year. Other than that, what I would have done even is, like, I would have done maybe, like, a match, a special match for Crown Jewel. Maybe, like, former world champions. They would have to fight it out to face Cody Rhodes. Like, you know how, like, WWE 2K24, they had those gauntlet eliminator matches? Or at least, like, a championship scramble, you know? You know how they do stuff like that in video games or whatever? I mean, not that I'm trying to make things about video games, but, like, that's what they could easily have done for the fucking titles. For these title matches. If you want to do something with Cody Rhodes, have him defend his title against with other past champions. And maybe legends could be involved too. That way you could even have like Goldberg in this match. That way you could have like even like all these other legends that, you know, even guys like X-Pac, you know, who Bubble Ray, even though he's not a world champion in WWE, Rob Van Dam, like all these people could come back for once at a time a Crown Jewel, and they fight, they get involved in this, like, basically make it like a World War III type of shit. You know, the World War III match in WCW and stuff like that. I would do stuff like that. I simply would have done it like a gauntlet eliminator, but then Cody has the advantage that he's the champion, he enters last, and then they have to kind of eliminate all the men in the world. I mean, that would be kind of funny, fun in a way, a fun little match that they could get all these people in this match. And makes it like a very simple, like, you know, kind of cool type of match. Like, all these world champions, they're getting one shot to become world champion again. And, you know, but they have to fight it out. You know, that's something I would do. A gauntlet eliminator type of stuff. Something like that, you know? But that didn't happen. Instead, we got a stupid Crown Jewel championship that means fucking nothing. It's like you take a fucking remote. You win this remote to turn on your TV. You got a remote, but oh, you don't get to keep the remote to turn on this TV over here. You get to keep the fucking stupid button. You take out this button, you get to keep it. You can walk it all over, you can shove up your ass, and like, okay. That's how it feels like. This meaningless title is so meaningless. It's like, and the fact that they're trying to treat it as it's such importance, it's just so funny. You know? Like, especially the video package. The video package before the match started for the main event. They were showcasing all these former world champions and shit. And it's like, who the fuck cares? Like, such a joke. And they're like, oh, imagine if Harley Race versus Hulk Hogan and shit. Like, nah, I don't give a fuck about that. Like, I don't care. Man. Like, acting like this is, you know, a different company going at it. Like, motherfuckers, you're the same company! This is why I always hate about the brand split. And then we're supposed to pretend to care about champion. Oh shit. We're supposed to go, oh shit. Get it? Former world champions, guys! Or not former, like, champion versus champion. Like, we have never seen champion versus champion happen before. Like, we have never seen, you know, champion versus champions on these stupid Survivor Series years ago. Oh, we haven't seen champion versus champions, world champions, like on a Monday Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown. The last time, you know, when they did champion versus champion, it actually did feel special. But again, they did it on TV. Remember when, like, Edge was the World Heavyweight Champion and John Cena was the WWE Champion, I believe back in 2007? That felt special. Same thing with, you know, who else? Like, yeah, fucking Booker T versus John Cena back in, like, 2006. You know, all these world champions, like, again, those matches felt something special. They actually felt special. You know, and they did it on free TV. Why should we care now? I don't know. Whatever. Let's talk about this show. Let's just get over with. Overall, I just thought this show was very boring. This show really felt boring. Like, in my honest opinion, it just was a very boring show. Not good. A waste of time. Alright, anyways. The show started with the first match. Again, they did like a long intro or whatever. Oh, all these people are here, blah, blah, blah. Like, just wasting time. First match. The new Bloodline defeats the old Bloodline, or the original Bloodline. Because, Roman Reigns, he was about to, like, win this match or whatever, but then he got distracted. And then eventually, even though, isn't this sad? Roman Reigns, who had this dominant reign as champion, he couldn't even beat Solo Sikoa. I understand you're trying to make Solo Sikoa look prestige. I understand that shit. But my God, it felt like he lost too easily. You know what I mean? Compared to a lot of shit that has happened. Like, really, he lost too easy. Like, everything about him being this super villain and whatever, this powerful champion, is like gone. Like, what kind of shit does that make any sense? Like, his resiliency is like gone now. So he lost because of Jacob Fatu damaged him enough, and then Solo did like 2 Samoan spikes. I just felt, into my opinion, that felt too easy to beat Roman. I just really think that. I understand Solo needed to win, and I had no problem with them winning. It just should have been more, like, oomph. There should have been some more energy and some oomph into this. Like, it just felt too easy for this to happen, in my honest opinion. It really did. Sami Zayn then showed up because they were attacking the new Bloodline, attacked the new old Bloodline. They were about to hurt Roman, you know, with the chair in the corner, but then Sami comes out. Everyone got happy. Also the Saudis, because, you know, and then we, you know, oh, who's Sami gonna choose and whatever? Who's he gonna choose? Is he gonna choose the old or the new? Solo, like, had his arms up, and then, like, saying, I get it, he looked like he was gonna, you know, turn on Roman, but, oh, he's gonna probably, you know, because, again, it's typical. You know that Sami's gonna join the original, okay? It's so typical. Made it seem like, oh, he's gonna join, you know, Solo, but then he does a exploder suplex and whatever, then he gets a little beat up, but then the new OG Bloodline helps him out, and then they corner Solo. You know, oh, that little image, like, wow, they're reunited a little bit. But then we see, by accident, Solo, he knew what was going to happen. He ran out of the way. Eventually, Solo ran out of the way as soon as Sami accidentally hit Roman with his kick. It kind of, you know, with that kind of shit, it's like a little funny, like, you know, it would be too predictable if they were to, like, get it. You know, they both hurt Solo. But this is, like, I will give credit. It's different than the original norm. You know, this is different than, like, the original idea where, like, usually stuff like this happens, the babyface prevail. In this case, this does add to the story, and it makes, like, it complicates things, which I like. It's different than a usual, oh, get it? They stand tall with each other after hitting the heels. This causes dissension. Even though it makes them look dumb, it helps the dissension. So, I can't hate that. So I give credit to that. That was the only match with a story. It just, like, in my honest opinion, the match was actually kind of a boring match. I really felt the match was just not good. I have to be honest. The match was slow. It was very slow, in my honest opinion. Like, it was pretty slow. Not exciting for a 6-man tag, especially for a Bloodline 6-man tag. Like, it was just it's just not exciting, in my honest opinion. After the match, then you see, oh, get it, they're all angry at Sami, or Sami couldn't believe they couldn't believe what happened when Sami walks away, and then Roman just puzzled or whatever. Jay also was, like, on, like, Sami's side, or whatever, so. Second match, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill defeated Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, Io Sky, Kairi Sane, Lashley, and Shakira Jackson in a women's Fatal 4-Way tag match. I hate these Fatal 4-Way tag matches, by the way, where it's just 2 people per person. Why does that have 4-person on each team. It's just so stupid. It's ridiculous. It's retarded. I don't know what to say. And plus, all the women are covered up. Not that I care, because a lot of these chicks are not my type anyways. But what's that like? Isn't that sad that all these chicks have to be covered up? I mean, again, Saudi, you took the you should have never have given these women a chance to wrestle. Let's just be honest here. Because it would have saved us the misery of seeing this match or whatever. Anyways, the third match. Seth Rollins defeats Bronson Reed with a super stomp. Listen, I don't care for Bronson Reed, and I sure don't care for Seth Rollins. Because Seth Rollins has proven himself to be this fucking homoerotic fucking faggot, and I hate him. So much for Bronson Reed and his fucking push. Oh, but he looks strong, he had a good showing. That is such a cop-out. He still lost. So much for him for this few months of wasting our time. And then he loses to Seth Rollins. Up until a super stomp. I don't care. And by the way, this match was very boring. I actually fell asleep at one point during the show, and this was the match. I fucking hate, I hate this shit. So, fuck this match, and I don't care for anyone. Just a waste of time for, like, you know, to make people pretend to care about Bronson Reed and whatever. I don't care. Anyways, the next match. Liv Morgan defeats Nia Jax with the assist of Raquel Rodriguez. Tiffany was there, but she was thinking of cashing in, but she doesn't. There's dissension, and then all of a sudden Nia Jax loses. Listen, I'm all about hot chicks prevail. You know, I'm all about hot chicks winning, because I'm all about, yeah. If you ask me who I'd rather win, even though it's unrealistic, I would have, Liv Morgan win no matter what, right? I'm all about, showing my pride to support hot women winning. But how was this match was so unrealistic as all hell. This match made no sense. It was fucking retarded and unrealistic. Like, how is it that a woman like Nia Jax can lose to even Liv Morgan? And how is Liv Morgan alive after getting Samoan dropped from the top rope? How is that even realistic? You know what I mean, folks? And how is it in this world now that I'm starting to realize this too? Like, even though I'm pro fucking attractive women being on the spotlight in WWE, what the fuck is this shit? This was retarded. This match was fucking retarded, and I just laughed when Liv Morgan won. This was probably one of the shittiest matches I've seen, but it was hilarious at the same time, because it was so unrealistic, it was just dumb. So, and Liv Morgan got the Crown Jewel Championship. Who gives a fuck? We then see Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens, which ends in a no contest, or it doesn't even start, because, it's still very passionate. It's a very personal rivalry there, John. It's a very personal rivalry. It's a very personal rivalry where they basically brawled throughout the arena, and eventually an elbow drop by Kevin Owens. This was the best thing on the show. This was literally the best thing on the show. And it just sucked that the match didn't happen, or did they even let this match become like no DQ or whatever. But whatever. This was the best of the show, sadly. And it wasn't even a match. Randy Orton doesn't. I can't know where to. Adam Pearce, and they knocked out security and past wrestlers who are now agents and whatever. Next match, LA Knight defeats Carmelo Hayes and Andrade. I didn't really care for this match, in my honest opinion, but whatever. The main event, Cody Rhodes defeats Gunter to become the first Crown Jewel Championship. A lot of people think this is like a dream match. I did not care for this match. Okay, first of all, I'm not a Cody fan anyway, so I don't care for this match, or I don't care to ever see this match. Two, I don't care for this match because it's for a Meaningless title. There's no story. Why should we care? This match, get it, false finish happened, I don't care, a bunch of moves, this match was long, and I don't care, a bunch of fucking, moves happened, but it's like, I don't care, I just don't. Was it a terrible match? No, but I don't care at the same time, and they ripped off Bret Hart and Roddy Piper because, you know, they can't think of other ideas. Not that I'm complaining about that. Like, whatever. Oh, just keep Gunter looking strong. But, like, who cares? Who cares? Gunter just looks weak. That's the problem with these stupid champion versus champion matches, with especially no story. You just make the champion look weak. Gunter just looks dumb. And why is Gunter acting like a babyface shaking Cody's hand for? Are you a heel or not? Or unless he's a tweener, but he's not a tweener at all. Like, what? It's so confusing. And then get it, Cody's the Crown Jewel champion, he gets a stupid gay ring, and ooh, wow. They all get gay rings, and then, you know, get it? They can hold the title. They can hold the title like you're at a WWE show. You can hold a little fucking stupid museum crap and put it back. You know, it's like those stupid shit that you fucking touch at a museum, and you have to put it back, even though they technically won the shitty title. What a joke! Match was kind of boring, in my opinion. Not that I care. It's whatever. I don't care. I don't care. This show was so meaningless. Fuck this show. This show was boring as hell. Fuck this. You should be disgraced, WWE. This was a disgrace. Garbage. Till next time, peace. Yeah, bye. Garbage. Boring fucking show. Meaningless. Garbage. Fuck.